not singing on this one either. I just wanted to clear this up. Like, share, subscribe before we go any further. You know, some people are goddamn getting scorned right now. People are coming at them all types of different ways. Look now, Terrence Howard's deduction, or Terrence Howard's, example of mathematics is actually correct. Like, that strategy is used for cloning, because two one times one is actually two, because it's only two when you take from that one product and you duplicate it, like with that one product. That's when one plus one becomes two. It's like taking of your rib, you know what I'm saying, and you modify. You can even modify that second one, like the actual second version of one. Like, don't get me wrong, the unit will represent two separate units of one. Like, literally, like, however you break this equation down, it's literally going to be like, if I took myself and I Naruto shadow cloned myself, I would take portions of my energy. I mean, it would technically be an equal cloning experiment. Like, each part would possess equal. The breakdown is when you multiply, you clone yourself too many times. That's when things start to change. Like, because the formula won't be right. Like, it'll eventually break down, and you'll have to, sit in way. It's like, if you read the Enuma Elish, they started out cloning us, like cloning the fuck out of us. You know what I mean? All right, brother. And then, after a while, after they got to like 7 tries of creating Adam and Atomo, Dinka, it's a few different names of the specimens that they had actually came out with. Like, actually were able to, successfully create clones in the Garden of Eden, or in the Eden Project. At the top, you had Adam, or Atamo, which was a level of perfection that they deemed worthy and was quiet. It was basically, this was a different type of cloning process, because you still took multiple entities. You took that one specimen from Earth, and you took a specimen from Nibiru, and they mixed in the genes. That's how they did it. And it was the same thing with Eve. They took one female specimen from Earth and one female specimen from Nibiru, and they mixed in the genes. Like it's different ways to do it. It gets more and more advanced when the science actually breaks down. But that's what Mr. Howard is conveying to the world. Like, he's letting you know, when it gets down to the gritty, you can clone yourself. Like, I don't want to just be like, sound cool, or people be like, oh, that's playing God. Man, shut up. Man, that's being human. That's being freaking human. That's evolving as a human. That's, your mind is evolving. Shit, like, we duplicate a lot of things. Duplicate phones. It's just we don't do the duplication as a cloning process. We go find the more materials, and we duplicate the way to make it. We don't necessarily take my iPhone and half my iPhone up and start trying to goddamn duplicate the iPhone, because it's an iPhone. It's not an organic. You know what I'm saying? He's giving you organic science, like the science of organisms. That's organic science. In organic science, one simply just doesn't exist. You can't necessarily say 1 plus 1 is 2, because if it's just me and there's nothing else here, then I can't add myself to nothing. So the only way to add myself to anything is to go to sleep, hope that my DNA does some magical shit and goes through a supercharged evolutionary process, and I wake up and it's another version of me sitting there, because that's the only way this happens. Like, it's literally like that. You be like, it's basic shit, single cell organisms that reproduce. Like, it started off just a single cell, just one there. Literally, we watched this shit in the lab. It's just one there. This shit breaks the fuck apart. Now it's two there. You know what I'm saying? And as they continue to break off, you start to see variations and more variations. And then next thing you know, it breaks down to where they no longer have to break off of each other. They just mate. You see two of them come together, and then, the two break apart, and there's three there. You feel me? He's giving you the same thing the rest of the scientists are saying when it comes down to organic science. So do not shun that, man. Don't pay attention to the media. If you really woke and you really hear, you understand that you got what you needed from that man's segment, from his from my way of saying it, from his lesson. It's like, listening to, Wu Sabai, or listening to freaking, You go back, like, we got what we needed out of Martin Luther King's speech, and they kept that shit, and it rings forever. They got what they needed out of the Bible and everything, and they build on it. We build on shit. We structure ourselves from gathering things that if this shit is probable and it's factual and it adds up. I'm gonna be real, that he's also giving you a variation of his supreme mathematics. Like, it breaks down to organic. Like, but just the one thing wrong about it, Mr. Terrence, is the only thing you're not telling the people is that the two that you're trying to get to exists within one. It literally casts that the one is enough energy to become two. It's literally the one has enough energy to ascend and split and become two. It basically duplicates itself. And that's when the fun begins. Because you duplicate it right, and you get the female aspect, like I said, or you, if we break it down, put it in the energy. Like, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Put it in the energy. You got a male and a female. When they mate, you get a third entity. You feel me? Now, when you technically think about it, each one of these people are one person. So by themselves, they can't do this. You can't. I mean, they be, oh yeah, women technically can, and that's a further proof of the whole thing that Terrence Howard is actually saying. It's not that he can't be, that he's wrong. This nigga can be proven right just by looking at anatomy. Like, look at fucking anatomy. Like, it tells you the shit. Don't start. You wrong. If it wasn't for mathematics and 1 plus 1, you wouldn't be here. Shut the fuck up, nigga. This whole thing is an impossible probability. Like, it's just fucking. We just so happen to exist, nigga, because the urge and will behind the creation of everything was that freaking strong. I just wanted to know what it felt like to do this shit, to be here, to feel, to exist. And now you're here. You know what I'm saying? One day you're going to wake up and you're going to remember shit like that. And you're going to be like, damn, that shit going to make this tree sitting next to this tree out there and growing next to me all the more beautiful. Like, the sunsets and everything, all the more beautiful. One day you'll have that conversation with yourself after all of this. I remember that time I had amnesia on Earth. That shit was crazy. Anyway, look, listen. And y'all stay up, stay woke, man. Biden is getting ready to be impeached. That shit is the real news. That's crazy. Them ships sitting on the borders of our freaking coastline. The shit deserves our attention and our observation. Communication with people that we have to communicate with. That's what we need to be doing, man. Man, y'all stay well, stay woke, man. Holler at me later on. I might sing, I might not. If I make it to 10,000 subscribers and you're still watching, by whenever, I will post up and sing. Motherfucker, I'll go somewhere like Park de Leon in Atlanta, so then you can come see me sing, and I'll let you know the whole time. Get at me, Josie Fuller. Go stream my new music. It's out now, nigga. Endless Field of Love. Go check it out.